Hello and welcome everyone to a brilliant battle between Biblington as the Chaos against Tank as the Wood Elves. Both of these players will be fighting it up on Outdorf outskirts with some very fun army compositions. Straight out of the gate here, you can see both sides firing upon each other because we do have 6 units of skirmish cavalry here in a nice vanguarded position, 3 of them being horsemen and 3 of them being horse masters. Over here on the right, we do have 2 Chaos Warhounds with poison with that very nice 95 speed, and 4 units of Chaos Warriors with the very nice 100 armor in the front line, supported by the ROR Chaos Warriors, the Mirror Guard. Mirror Guard are exceptional value for money, coming with their very good melee stats and immune to psychology. They're going to be protecting here up against the Hell Cannon in the back, which does come with its 2 abilities, Boom as well as Blood. So for the Lord choice today and the magic, we do have the Chaos Sorcerer of Death on top of his steed. He will be having Spirit Leech, Aspect of the Dread Knight, and Life Leeching. For the Legendary Lord today, we do have Prince Sigvald the Magnificent, which will be having Stand or Die, Heroic Killing Blow, Slippery, and Auroric Armor for that nice regeneration. So a fantastic Chaos army here today, and if we drop in with the Wood Elves, we do have 3 units of Deepwood Scouts with the Swift Shiver Shards, as you can see dotted around the battlefield here, and they are also going to be supported by some more range, which is the Hawk Eyes of Drakira. So the RRR Wave Watchers, which are exceptional here today, which will be having Smoke Bomb, Hawkish Precision, and the very nice Discourage with all of its missile strength. For the Lord choice today, we do have Drycha here in the trees. She will be coming with quite a few spells. She will be having Rouse to Wrath, the Pendulum, and Enfeebling Foe. In the back though, we do have quite a few units of 3 units of Wildwood Rangers, so nice and expensive, 4 units of Eternal Guards with shields, as well as the nice War Dancers Azrai Spears. For the bonus plus large anti-large armor piercing here for the Azrai Spears and the Eternal Guard, and the very good frontline damage dealers here, the Wildwood Rangers with that brilliant melee stats and armor piercing weapon strength. And the last units we are going to talk about today, we are going to have the ROR Wildwood Rangers, so the Wardens of Sithral, which are a fantastic unit here with the very nice Silver Shield, also Armor Sundering, bonus plus large anti-large armor piercing, and Guardians of the Wildwood, which does give them the plus 12 bonus plus large and the charge defense first large when they are here in the forest. So 2 brilliant army compositions here. Let's see how they match up in today's competition. So they are going to be fighting here up against the Deepwood Scouts. A very nice push here in the front from the Chaos player. Biblington recognising these guys are isolated on their own. No spears nearby except the Wardens of Sithral. We are going to be having the Hell Cannon firing in as well. And going to be breaking up against the Deepwood Scouts. The Swift Shiver Shards do fire tremendously well with some very good damage output. However, they are going to be breaking to the overwhelming numbers here of Horsemen and Horse Masters. We are going to have Drycha pushing straight through to the front line. She's going to want to get with her army as quickly as possible, as that Hell Cannon is going to do so much damage here up against the Wood Elf force. Just nearly missing up against the Wildwood Rangers. If it does connect here using the Hell Cannon, it's going to do a tremendous amount of damage up against that frontline infantry. We are going to see the Wardens of Sithral are going to push through with their armor sundering. Should do some pretty good work here up against the Mirror Guard. The bonus plus large anti-large not going to be helpful here, except up against the Chaos Sorcerers or any of the Skirmish Cavalry. So we know some of the Skirmish Cavalry pushing around the flanks here, but they are going to be getting continuously shot here by the Hawk Eyes of Drakira, and also coming in here with the Deepwood Scouts. So a very nice summon coming in the front here from Drycha. Looks like Drycha pushed straight through to the front just so she could get this summon of Malevolent Dryads into the back to shut down up against the Hell Cannon. Boom is going to be going off, but these guys, although unbreakable, they're not unkillable. So they are going to be getting hopped on here by Drycha's summon, and there's going to be no Chaos Warriors in the nearby vicinity here to help them out. It does look like the Chaos Warriors are going to be coming back, but I don't think they're going to be there quick enough. The Hell Cannon crew does have 30 armor, but the melee stats are pitiful, so they will be dropping relatively quickly. And as you can see, we are going to be having Prince Sigvald in the front line, and we are going to be having the Chaos Sorcerer in the front as well, doing a very nice Spirit Leech here onto Drycha. So we do have some Eternal Guard just idle here. Really want to be seeing these guys getting into the back, maybe just pushing off the Chaos Sorcerer. But he is going to be getting shot here in the front line up against the Deepwood Scouts. Wouldn't mind seeing him pushing in there and just pushing these guys back and giving them a little bit more to deal with. In the back, we do have a couple of units here that have been broken from the Broader Horsemen. These skirmish cavalry are going to struggle up against the mass fire here from the Deepwood Scouts. We do have the Poison Warhounds getting in the back and disrupting these formations, so some very good work there from the anti-skirmish cavalry here. But we do have some nice close Eternal Guard here. These guys will be exceptional at dealing with the Chaos Warhounds. With two of them here to deal with that very nice poison, debuffing all of these ranges are going to be exceptional in the long term. But we do have some Deepwood Scouts in the front which are going to be shooting here, or at least trying to get some damage onto the Chaos Sorcerer initially. Looks like they are going to be turning and shooting into the Mirror Guard. Enfeebling Foe going down, giving us negative melee stats for an extended duration there, so overcasted for sure. And I didn't see where that went, but I did see and hear a pendulum going down. Prince Sigvald is going to be fighting in the front line here up against the Wild Rangers. With that mass regeneration, it's going to make him exceptional at dealing with all this frontline infantry. We are going to be shooting here using the Deepwood Scouts, firing straight into the front line up against the Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors do have 100 armor, not too much AP to speak from the Deepwood Scouts, but these guys are still exceptional enough to get some good damage value. As we can see here, Drycha is very weak, and no healing here from the Wood Elves today, with only 1.5k health left. If we do lose her, there will be a negative 16 to leadership map-wide. As we can see, the Chaos Sorcerer Death is in the back, just getting those nice Spirit Leeches. Haven't seen an aspect of the Dread Knight go off yet, but still waiting to see if there's going to be a key moment that could be utilised. We can see Prince Sigvald is going to go around the back. Another Spirit Leech going down. Spirit Leech is probably going to be the downfall of Drycha here today, as there isn't any sort of cavalry here from the Wood Elves to stop the Chaos Sorcerer. We do in the back here have some Deepwood Scouts that might be able to get some volleys here into the Sorcerer, but as you can see, the front line of Wardens and Sithrow alongside the Eternal Gods should be able to poke through the Chaos Warriors, as you are going to be getting some nice debuffs. We do actually have Prince Sigvald going down with Slippery, Stand or Die, and Heroic Killing Blow. That's going to give him a ginormous 108 melee defense, and also so much armor-piercing weapon strength there for 780, whilst he fights up against the Wild Draenors. Pretty much anything he hits there with the nice splash damage should kill several models in each strike. Also here with Perfect Vigor, meaning he will fight at 100% for the entirety here of this battle. We are going to be seeing the Chaos Sorcerer getting nice and close up against Drycha. Maybe going to see a nice charge from him, or even so, maybe another Spirit Leech to get some more damage. Looks like another Spirit Leech is going to be going down. Drycha is really struggling here in the later stages of these games, thanks to the Chaos Sorcerer. A good charge coming in from him as well. Fantastic work coming in from Biblington, just shutting down up against Drycha. Looks like she's going to be down to 437 HP. Not too much friendly fire coming in, but also missing here up against the Chaos Sorcerer. He's a very large hitbox, but a small one, as he is singly on his own. Would like to see some of the Hawkeyes of Jakira and also some of the Deepwood Scouts maybe shooting some of the skirmish cavalry, as in the later stages these are still going to be very good with mobility. We're going to see Drycha here going down to 316 HP. She has broken, so it's going to be a big problem for her. If she does die or go off the battlefield here, it will be a negative 16 leadership map-wide, which will really affect the Wood Elves here in the later stages. We do have a unit of Eternal Guard fighting up against the Mirror Guard. Mirror Guard down to 11 models, and we do have 17 models, 600 HP for the Eternal Guards. Nothing, if we go for a nice map-wide view here, we're not going to be seeing too much. We do see a unit of Wild Rangers returning. These guys relatively healthy, 53 models out of 75, and as we can see, 3,400 HP left. So a nice healthy unit, but Prince Sigvald going very strong here in this mid-stage of the battle, just absolutely destroying frontline units of the Wood Elves. As you can see, running out of ammunition, the Hawkeyes will be going around. They do have some pretty good stats, so 36 melee attack, 36 melee defense. They still should do some very good work here up against the Horse Masters or any front line from the Chaos. We have no ammunition here left for the Deepwood Scouts, either unit, so as running out of ammunition is going to be very difficult for them here to catch up against the Chaos Sorcerer. Only ammunition left here for one unit, coming with one lot of ammunition left, which will be very soonly used here up against the Chaos Mortar Horse Masters. Pushing over here, we can see very close to wavering from the Horsemen, and the Horse Masters have been broken here on the left. They still do have some ammunition, so we do need to see these guys come back into the fray and get some good kiting here. It's going to be lots of damage and lots of pain coming here for Tank and the Wood Elves. It's going to be lots of kiting, and I have absolutely no idea in this stage how they're going to deal with Prince Sigvald. He is phenomenally tanky here, and with his massive melee attack of 70, 110 armor as well as Perfect Figure, this guy is going to chew through the infantry. You also have no Drycha, you don't have anything like Spirit Leech. There's just nothing here that can take down Prince Sigvald, I don't think, in these stages of the game. But we do have a nice blob here, which is going to be chasing after the Marauder Horse Masters. If you can get a surround on Sigvald and get him weak and hit him down quickly enough, you could break him if you're able to take care of the Skirmish Cavalry and also the Wizard. In the back, though, we do have a very weak unit of Eternal Guard with shields and some War Dancers as right spears coming in. These guys are going to be okay with the AP, but no armor, and the bonus large anti-large is going to be no help here except against the Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Sorcerer is getting involved, opening break up against the Eternal Guards, and as we can see here, the Wildwood Rangers are also struggling, as we do see Prince Sigvald here absolutely slapping here up against these units. He is destroying the entire frontline infantry of the Wood Elves, coming through with that massive splash damage and all these cool melee attacks that he does have. I honestly don't know what they have left. They really need to collect here as a bunch line of infantry, including the Deepwood Scouts and the Dryker, and see if they can take out Sigvald in one nice big hit. We are going to be losing the Chaos Sorcerer of Death. He should come back, I would have thought. He does have 4 leadership. There is nothing that can catch him, but it all comes down to whether Prince Sigvald can hold up against all this mass line. As we can see on the battlefield here, we only have 1 unit of Marauders Horse Masters left. They don't have any ammunition, so they might be able to get a charge here before breaking, but I really don't know. They might be able to charge here up against the Deepwood Scouts with the Swiss Shiver Shards. So they are going to nearly avoid, and yeah, they are going to get the charge in here, and maybe a charge from the Chaos Sorcerer of Death. But as we can see, a lot of units taking a lot of pounding up against Prince Sigvald, but we can see his healing cap. This is going to be very difficult here, as Prince Sigvald will not be able to heal anymore. He'll still have perfect vigor and all those brilliant stats and some of his abilities coming through, including Slippery. But do we have anything left? So we do have a unit of Eternal Guard here on the flank. We do have some Wildwood Rangers. They'll be exceptional here at dealing with Prince Sigvald. Need to get those in as soon as possible. We do have a second unit of Wildwood Rangers. These guys do have a very good 48 melee attack, but 60 melee defense for Prince Sigvald if you don't include Slippery as well as Stand or Die. So a second time, the broken unit of Marauders Horse Masters here. One more time, and they will be shattering. So maybe they will come back at 200 HP now. The negative 25% leadership there, so they won't be coming back. But we can see the Wildwood Rangers here in the pocket will be fighting up against Sigvald. A few of these units around are going to be resting, but I think they need to try and surround and get rid of that leadership.
Does not rest.
So there is going to be a broken unit of Wildwood Rangers. Do we have anything left here? We can probably skip on here just a little bit and see what happens towards the later stages of this game. It's just going to be Sigvald fighting here. But as you can see, he is going to be destroying up against these front lines. I understand you are going to be resting up against these units of Deepwood Scouts, but as you can see, just shattering units left, right, and centre. Balance of power is going to be pulling into the Chaos favour, as Sigvald is just so powerful, soloing pretty much the entirety of the front line and back line of the Wood Elves. What a brilliant game coming in from both players, having to use all sorts of mobility and knowledge of the map just to get all the maximum value that they can out of each unit. So well played to Tank. An interesting army here from him. I imagine this was a bit of army testing, but 12 kills of 575 damage value for Drycher. A really nice summon in the back line there to shut down against the Hell Cannon. Some very good work there, but unfortunately it did cost her about a quarter of her health to get that going. 304 damage value, 265, 650 for the Eternal Guard, and 150 here. So for the front line, you're looking at about 350 average damage value for the front line. So okay damage value for the Eternal Guards with shields. 101 kills for 1,083 damage value for the Wildwood Rangers. Very good work there. 33 kills for 780 and 660 here. So not too bad from these three, getting probably about 800, 850 on average. And for the Azurite Spears, that's really disappointing. Only 168 damage value from these. They would have got shot heavily here, I imagine, up against the Marauder Horse Masters and Horsemen. 66 kills, 776 damage value for the Wardens and Sithral. That's a little bit disappointing as well. I think this is a phenomenal unit that I don't see enough people use. They are very good in my opinion. The Deepwood Scouts here coming in 44 kills, 1,500 damage value, 93 kills for 1,931 damage value, and 997. You would have seen a previous video where I saw these getting going up against the Warriors of Chaos. They're absolutely exceptional. But 46 kills for 1,041 damage value for the Way Watchers. A little bit of a shame, probably could have seen, I would have hoped to have seen more this kind of range where you're getting 1,900, 1,500, but it all depends on what they were targeting at the time. But yeah, still some very good damage value here for the back line, and well played to Tank, as he didn't have any mobility here, so very hard to shut down against the Chaos Warhounds and the 6 units of Skirmish Cavalry. But an exceptional build here coming from Biblington. 281 kills, 2,326 damage value, 17,516 damage dealt from Sigvald. pretty much holding this Chaos army together. 30 kills for 1071 damage value for the Chaos Sorcerer, pretty much killing 2/3 if not more of Giant due to Spirit Leech, and a nice charge attack there towards the end. 43 kills for 240 damage value, 819, 207 and 222. Not too much from the front line, the Chaos Warriors. A little bit surprised there, but still some good damage value there though, 819 from these Chaos Warriors. 50 kills for 450 for the Mirror Guard, and 280, 670 for these horsemen, very good work, and 395 from these horsemen, 586, 500, and 1,400 from these Mortal Horsemasters, very good work there. 162 and 287 for the Chaos Warhounds. These guys got shot relatively hard though up against the Deepwood Scouts. 29 kills for 700 damage value for the Hell Cannon. I think a little bit more protection could have gone here. If that Hell Cannon had stayed on maybe an extra minute or two there, could have really punished this Wood Elf army. But fantastic game coming out of both sides. Thank you very much for Biblington for sending this in. If you guys would like to have your video cast, do of course drop in my description down below. Check out my Discord. You can send all of your videos in there. If you did enjoy this one, please leave a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. Drop a comment down below about what you guys thought about this battle. And if you are new here, maybe think about subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps me grow this channel here and show other people about what I do here with Warhammer. If you have already subscribed, maybe try sharing this with a video who you think might enjoy it as well. I've been your boy Logic. I hope you've enjoyed your stay. Take care of yourself during these times, and I'll see you all for the next video or live stream. Take care.